Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube. What is going on, people? This is Inflewence, and I thank you for joining me for this review, I should say. This is Yes Model's oversized version of Guardia, I think, Maketoys. So Yes Model Oversized KO this, and reason I bought this first of all is because Guardia was just too small. Maketoys make a good product, but their product was too small for me. Now, sadly, this is actually too small for me also. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I may sell it, I may keep it, I'm not sure. But we can let's get to zooming in for a little bit so you can see. Zoom in on his face sculpt. See his face sculpt pretty well. I like the way it looks. I like the way it looks in the combined form. It does have some issues, and I'm not sure if the original has some issues. So I'm gonna kind of go over this too kind of detailed, not too detailed. I don't want this video to be super long, but I'm just gonna go over some of what's going on with this, the articulation, what I think about this. So first off, we can go over, before I start articulating it, I just want to go through some comparisons. So the first comparison I want to make is Devastator, which is, woo, that's one thing. Both of these figures, this is a KO also. So, I mean, both of these figures aren't the greatest as far as stability, but you can see the size difference. And that right there, he's not even big enough to compare with Superion, Zeta Superion, which is the scale I'm going for with my combiners. So you see the difference. This isn't oversized enough. I thought it was bigger. Yes, I know I do reviews, so I probably should have did some reviews or looked at some reviews, and I did look at a few, but it wasn't, it's real, folks. That's the first issue, is the stability of him. I want to compare Earthrise Scorponok with him. And that's kind of, I mean, I know, I don't mind this scale because, like I said in past videos, I'm all about relative scale, and I need my combiners to be smaller than my city box. And I kind of like this scale, but it may be, I think it's right, or may not be right. It may still be too small in the scale world, but to me, it's right. But the combiners, but he's just too small. So let's get Scorponok out of there. And the main guy that I need him to scale with, that he absolutely does not scale with, is Zeta Superion. And as you see, Superion towers over him. So I need Zeta to work on the Defensor. I need him to, I need Zeta, Fans Toys, somebody, for the love of God, stop making the same figures, the same characters. Okay, that's a different discussion. Ooh. Again, we'll get to that. Once you get him posed though, you see, he stays, but the slightest movement and it could take a shelf dive for the ages. Those comparisons, that's the first flaw that I have with this. It has some good things. I like the stability of how it goes together. I like that. I like the kind of concept of Hotspot being all one, having everything on him. Everything's there except for these fists. I forget whose fist this is, but their transformation, I cannot make them transform with the fist on, so I just took them off because this is the mode he's gonna be in for the most part. And I may do some of these bots. I may do them individually. I'm not sure yet. They are a pain. A lot of them are a pain to transform. That's the second, third, fourth flaw. I'm not sure. If you know by now, I don't recommend buying this just because I can't recommend it. It's not big enough. It's a KO and it's not too stable. The joints are loose. We'll get to see that. He can't. I got it like this. I know this is to be on the outside, but because of how loose the joints are, if you put it on the outside and try to lift his gun up, see, he don't even, I mean, his gun done fell out. So, but this is loose. He has these, but they don't hold at all. If you can see that. And again, you kind of have to, I don't know if the original, I can't tell you if the original is, I kind of wish I had the original so I could give them some business and give them the props if these flaws aren't there, because this is some of the stuff you expect from a KO. 5 big figures is really cheap for what you get, but articulation is limited. You can see for a combiner, it's not bad. And like I said, the good part is the stability. Like the arms go all the way around. They're really soft ratchets. I don't know why they would have soft ratchets. Let me get him a little bit close. Take it from the top. His head, I do like his head sculpt. I did show it earlier, but I'm gonna see it a little more in depth. I do like his head sculpt. His head sculpt is nice. I like his body. I like all this. I like the sculpt of him combined. I can say individual bots kind of look like bayformers. I like the fact that his feet are the actual fire truck. You can see that. They actually integrate into the fire truck when you turn hotspot into a fire truck. So everything, and it can be put on as a robot. So everything integrates if you need it to. Fist, fold up and transform and go into these little pack things on the back. So they make a little extra, I don't know what that's called, but that goes on the fire truck. Looks like things going on. It's on ball joints. So these are really articulated, but it's really loose. Now you can fix that with shoe polish or your joint fixer of choice. And I really like how these kind of clip on. It's almost how Minosaur is. It's not the actual leg, so it does make it more stable. And you can get this knee back. And you see nothing's falling off of him. It really would be a great figure for me if it was just bigger and not as loose. So I may deal with it. I may fool with it. Put some shoe polish, furniture polisher. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I need to tighten those joints up. Maybe tighten the screws. I did try to tighten a couple screws. They were already stripped, so that could be the issue. Again, you're getting KO quality control, which isn't the greatest. Let me show him from the back. For a combiner, he's pretty clean in the back. This hangs off. It kind of messes with my OCD. I wish it hung in the front, but it hangs on either side with this little peg hole. Oh, you can't see that peg hole right there. It pegs in and it clips in the top. So you put on either side. You can take this off. It's just on a ball, just on like a ball joint, and you can stick it back here, in here like that. So you can keep that if you want a cleaner look without the blade. The guns are super heavy. They're kind of nice, but they're together they're nice. But individually, they're really hollow. They look kind of like this one. This is another thing. I don't know if this is an extra gun or if another one was supposed to come. When they go together, they look better. But without them being together, it just looks like half of a gun, just like they are. Again, you get two to put together. They got the similar masterpiece vibes. Just, you can see. And they're different. I like that they're different. They're not the same gun. It kind of, I don't know, gives it some character. The hands are articulated, which I like. I do like the hands. They're all on ball joints and they have a pin knuckle. And then the thumb is on a ball joint with a pinned knuckle. And they're pretty tight. The guns go in there pretty well. They do spin all the way around. They will come apart because they do transform. They're not the tightest as the theming is with this figure. You got up, you got down. You do get a good elbow. But again, this one isn't bad. But again, the shoulder joint, and even the shoulder, you get good articulation in the shoulder, but you just can't keep that. You can't keep that pose. You get a hip waist swivel. I mean, and I think it goes all the way around. Can't see that, but yeah, waist swivel goes all the way around. So that's great. His blade fell off. That's not on. I didn't put that on right, but. Did I show the knee? I did show the knee. So you got more than 90-degree knee. And you got this. These are all tight because this is actually into the leg of hot spots, which is, I like I said, I like that concept. But it just, and like I said, stuff goes together. It goes together tight. Like, it's really solid, but it's just loose. It has a lot of loose parts. Thigh swivel. You get the thigh swivel, and it's on a ratchet. So you get his foot out, kind of like that. The toe tilt, the rocker, because it's, I already said that. Yeah, I think that's it. His head does go all the way around. This is loose, though, when you're turning it, so hopefully that doesn't pop off. Again, it's a KO. You gotta kind of mitigate your expectations of a KO. Cheaper product. It's bigger than the original, and it's cheaper than the original, even though it's bigger. So all that in consideration, I still can't recommend this because of the issues, the looseness. Now, individual bots are a whole different story. If you just want this, if they fix the loose joints and you are all right with the height, I could recommend it. For me, it's enough. But individual bots, some of the bots look like bayformers to me. They just look kind of simplistic, but I don't know. I don't know if the original looked like that or not, but it's neither here nor there with that one. But yeah, I'm gonna bring this to a close because that's about it for this guy. And I will get up with you in the next video.
Life ain't no. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.